Oh my god. They have a DVD rack. I love it. I'm noticing so many things for the first time about this room. This is great. I love this place. It's very homey.
Hours later, I'm lying face down on the couch at home, burying myself into a pillow, trying to force anything that resembles a good idea. I'm basically trying to arrange a team building exercise, like a camp counselor or something, which I am absolutely not.
I don't know, she's got some qualifications for it by now.
But I don't even have the benefit of holding some sort of power over the others. I can't make them do anything. If O2 especially doesn't want to participate, she just won't. And unfortunately, I get the feeling that O3's relationship with O2 is the most important one to repair. What in the world would she like? I have no idea what's actually going on inside her brain. Maybe this is futile. Maybe I should just focus on the others.
So, any ideas?
Nope. Killy comes out of their room to wash out an empty mug. They sit on the couch next to me after setting it out to dry. Were you having coffee?
Not that late.
It's almost 10.
Yeah, not that late. I don't see the problem here. And it was tea anyway. Everyone knows tea is fake.
Ah.
Tea doesn't count. Still trying to figure this out, huh?
Yeah, it's like the harder I try to think, the less I'm able to focus.
What exactly are you thinking about anyway?
Basically, I'm trying to think of ways to repair a relationship between two sisters.
Lucy?
No, it's not like that.
You sure? Really seems like that.
One of my coworkers is this really sweet girl, but she feels out of place with her family. One of them in particular is so cold toward her. I wanted to see if I could find anything we could do as a group that might soften the tension a little bit.
That sounds pretty delicate. I don't know if you should press it too hard.
Maybe not, but it's not like I'm trying to fix everything right away. I just want them to see more of each other, so maybe they can normalize things a little bit.
I'm getting a feeling that I'm receiving this version of events through two different layers of obfuscation. Well, don't overthink it.
They get up from the couch and start heading back to their room.
Don't worry about the friends you got right here anyway. I'm not being passive-aggressive at you. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's in character or not. I shouldn't. You should know that best that forcing these things won't end the way you want it to.
Right. They leave. I bury my face again. Still, I need to have something ready. What am I going to do? It's quiet when I get into work the next day. O3 is asleep. O1 has already left to do whatever it is she's doing today. And obviously nobody else is going to rise to greet me. So with dread still building in my heart, I go about my usual work near the entrance. I've seen it coming for a while now, but since this is about all I do during my work shifts, I'm quickly running out of space that I feel is safe to clean. I've ventured out further than I expected from the main entrance to the basement, but things start to look a little more intimidating, just a bit beyond. O1 has told me that I shouldn't worry about those sections of the basement. They're for her to deal with, apparently. I sort of wonder when she'd find the time for it. Regardless, I need to figure out what I'm going to spend my time at work doing once this is finished. This is what's consuming my thoughts today, and I know deep inside that I'm only thinking about it to avoid thinking about what's going to happen after work, but that isn't going to stop me from avoiding it until the last possible minute anyway.
Gotta love it.
The only thing that could force me into it is something like... Dink. Huh? A clanging noise, like something small getting knocked off a table, comes from behind me. Suddenly, my mind leaps itself backwards into those times I went searching around the basement in the dark. But I settle myself quickly by realizing that it's probably O3 or maybe even O1 coming back. Nothing to be worried about.
Don't worry about it. These are normal people clanking noises.
Hello? I step forward to take a peek around one of the big machines and discover that perhaps I should have been nervous.
spying on? Are you spying on Lucy? Lucy's done nothing wrong. She doesn't understand other people's boundaries, and she's got kind of a busybody thing going on, but she hasn't done anything wrong yet.
I despise you and think you should leave immediately and want to spend as little time as possible with you or thinking about you, which is why I've been spying on you for 48 hours straight.
That sounds about right.
Oh, two? Hey. Is 04 around? They're asleep. Oh. It's rare to see you up without them. Did you need something? No, I was just looking for 01. She's not here right now. She mentioned some errands, but didn't tell me what they were. I see. Sorry to bother you then. See ya. Wait.
I love how, like, also very tension-filled this music is.
Yeah.
Like, and also, like, how very much... I feel like Lucy has had the impression going into this that she's like, oh, this could be I can be very buddy-buddy with these people. And that, you know, if I insert myself into their lives, nothing's going to go wrong. I'm going to solve all their problems and make everyone happy. Not really fully internalizing the fact that everyone else seems to have their own shit going on and aren't necessarily going to be amenable to having their shit mixed with.
If I'm going to bring this up to her at any point, it's much easier now. We're already talking. Just mention it casually. Are you busy later? What? I was just wondering, since we were thinking... Who is we? Oh, well, me and 03 and 01, kinda. We were gonna do something fun together, you know, with everyone, hopefully. So, and I suppose you want me there too. Yeah, that was the idea. I need to make something clear. I want nothing to do with you. Just leave me alone.
I know you say you want nothing to do with her, but you are spending your time spying on her. I'm just saying. There's wanting nothing to do with someone, and then there is being consumed with their very existence. Trying. That's her shirt. Her shirt says trying.
Trying.
I get it.
True to her word, before I can muster even a pitiful response, she turns around and walks away. There was no ambiguity that could justify calling out to her again, leaving me with nothing to do but get back to work until my lunch break. Maybe some food will settle my thoughts down. I just threw last night's leftovers in the microwave and stepped outside for just a moment while it's heating up. The cool breeze drifts across my cheeks, and I realized just how flushed I'd been all day.
Oh my god, they even have a garage like built right into the thing, and there's a door on the inside that leads right over. They are perfectly set up to be a repair shop. I am just saying.
Had I been working any harder than usual, or did I just forget what the fresh air feels like? You kind of lose track of what the world is like when you stay in that basement for too long. I can't imagine what it's like to live down there. The wind blowing through the street makes my hair flow into my face a bit, so I move the errant strand behind my ear and let the breeze wash over my face. I shut my eyes and let my mind relax, imagining that the wind is blowing away any stray thought that tries to pop into it. An absolutely clear mind, for even just a fraction of a second, is all I want.
Unfortunately, as I understand it, people spend their entire lives seeking just that.
I installed one of those apps, the mindfulness apps.
Oh my god, how is that working? I don't want to poo-poo the idea of those immediately because I'm sure that there is some way that they are helpful, but on the face of it, the idea of a mindfulness app just seems like such a contradiction in terms.
It's not working very well because I'm extremely easily distracted. I wanted a thing to do when I can't fall asleep at night that isn't listening to the same British comedy on loop for the
playing
557th time. That will just keep me awake. So I don't do that when I can't fall asleep.
Fair enough.
But like, I figured, hey, mindfulness things, yeah. And so far I haven't been any more mindful. I mostly just get distracted and think about computers or something.
Yeah.
I think I might not be designed to be mindful.
I find like even when under instruction, it's really hard for me to like clear out my mind in that way and just focus on things. Like the best success I've found with that is not in a way that's sleep conducive.
Yep.
That's why we have Drone Week. Just listening to music that kind of scoops out your brain matter and replaces it with
I turn around quickly and look back inside the store window. I just heard something from inside the shop, didn't I? My body completely frozen, I stare inside for a while, my ears closely attuned to the direction it came from, but no matter how long I wait, I don't hear or see anything else at all. Was it just my imagination?
I bet she can say with absolute certainty that there was something there.
Ah, right. I have the microwave on inside. I must have misheard it going off. I should get in and eat it before it gets cold. I step back inside, still looking around warily, but not finding anything to confirm what I heard. Yeah, it must have been the microwave. Let's get my food out. I reach in to pull out the Tupperware and shut the microwave door. Maybe I should eat this in the basement today. I wonder if O3 is awake.
She seems to like watching you masticate.
I have to tell her something, so I guess I might as well check.
No, it's cool. I'm just saying. Pretty weird to see you over here. You, looking for something?
Please let me through.
I ain't keeping you. There's plenty of room to get through and... Oh, hey, Lulu, what up?
As I enter the basement, O3 tilts her head past O2 to look at me. O2, for one reason or another, doesn't even bother to glance backwards. I can only see her back, so I can only imagine the sort of irritated face she's making about me showing up suddenly.
Hey, wondering where you were.
Hi, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nah, it's all good. Just asking O2 why she was, oh.
By the time O3 has addressed me, O2 has already gone around her, never once looking back at me.
Aw, going to sleep already? What a shame.
She calls after her, but O2 doesn't reply.
Hey!
O3 silently sticks out her tongue before turning back to me.
That was verbally sticking out my teeth, but you get it. There was sound in that. Whatever, forget her, Lulu. You've got me, you're free for ozone.
What was that about?
What, the ozone? I thought we fixed that. Beats me. I woke up to come find you, and you found her coming down the stairs just now.
Really? I was just up there and I didn't see her.
Weird. Never leaves the basement, so I don't know what she'd be doing up there, but... Whatever. I said forget her. You've got me. You've got best girl. About to eat lunch? You mind if I watch?
Yeah, hey, listen. I think back to my last conversation with O2, and as much as I don't want to do this, I can't just ignore it when she says so plainly that any attempts I make will be utterly useless.
You sure? Have you tried just assuming she meant something else and rolling with that? God, sorry, I can't get that other kid out of my brain. God dang.
I was just thinking about later today.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. Did you come up with anything fun? Something that even the grump would be into? Get it? I've started calling her Grump, and then I've started calling Unit 04 Not So Grump. That describes their mannerisms pretty well, I think.
Not quite. But I was thinking about it a lot. And I don't know if I should.
Huh?
Well, it's clear she hates me, but there might be something between you that can be reconnected. If I try to help you repair that connection, she's going to resist it even harder because of my involvement.
Oh. Well, maybe so, but I'm already done trying with her. So if you're not gonna either, then I guess that's just that. You saw her, she doesn't give me the time of day. Even when I do try talking to her, let alone about things she actually likes. Her heart's totally close to me, nothing I can do about that. She wants to be friends again, I'd love to, but I have better places to put my energy. Which is to say, into myself, because I'm running low constantly. Like you! Oh, I thought the ozone nickname was pretty cute. Someone I know came up with it, and then I stole it for myself. Listen, I get what you're trying to do. Nothing down here for me. I can't be happy in this basement, period. Doesn't matter how buddy-buddy I get with O2 or O1 or an 04. As long as I'm trapped in this big dumb box, none of it matters. You're the one who showed me just how empty my life had been up until now.
I did?
Well, there's so much more to the world than my tiny life inside here. I can watch as many videos online as I want, but it'll never be enough. And if I were still watching anime with O2 and 04, it wouldn't be enough. O1 wants me to think that everything I could ever need is down here, but it's just not true. I have to break out.
I want to help you get out.
Huh?
You're right, there's so much more to life than this place. I may not understand the specifics, but
You'll really help me?
as much as I can, I want to. I don't want to see you feeling so sad.
Well, thanks, Lulu. That really means a lot. We'll come up with something, alright? Just some way to get me out of here. I've been watching this one cool documentary series with them. It's called Evangelion, and they have really long plugs. Maybe that'll work. Or if it fails, I'll at least get like 5 minutes, right? And when we do, I want you to show me everything outside.
Sure, I'll show you anything I can.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You just cannot say hi. I should get back to sleep. Should I assume plans today are cancelled?
Yeah, I don't think it would have worked anyway.
I could have told you that much. See you, Lulu, and hey, thank you again.
There's more that I want to say, but she turns around and walks away from me before I can find the right words. I don't have any idea how I'm supposed to change her situation. I know next to nothing about it. Not even O1 will give me any specifics. What's someone like me supposed to do for her? Why did I say all that when I can't guarantee anything?
Man, you guys were right. She is really bad at setting boundaries for herself. Ask her to do something and she'll just agree for it. No questions asked.
Maybe it's for the best that she didn't let me make any more half-baked promises. I suppose that's all for today. I was anticipating today being a lot more eventful, I suppose. I had set it up to be as much anyway. I wouldn't say that things between O2 and O3 are good, but maybe they're the best they could be right now. I heard animosity in O3's tone of voice when she was talking to O2. Even if she doesn't realize it, I don't think either of them are very receptive to each other. That's fine, right? All I can really do is support her in the ways I can, the best that I can. And all that aside, O2's made it clear what she thinks of me. If anyone's able to bring them closer, it isn't going to be me. It's already Thursday. I just have to make it through tomorrow, and then I can take a couple days to gather my thoughts. After stressing myself out all day, it'll be nice to... Oh, shit. I'm about to head toward the front door so I can relax for the rest of the night, but just then, O1 steps through. She looks at me, with all my things gathered, looking extremely like I was just about to go home, and gives me a look.
I am back.
Welcome back. I totally forgot I told her to come back at 4. She looks at me very expectantly, and my soul shrivels up in shame at the thought that I might have cut her errands short for nothing.
Are you going somewhere?
No, I was just waiting for you.
Oh, I see. Well, I am here when you asked me to be here. What is the plan?
Well... She returns so dutifully and is ready to go along with whatever I say. I am in physical pain at the thought of canceling this, but I have to. There was a change of plans.
Oh?
Yeah, it seems like O2 isn't really up for anything, and O3 is getting some more sleep, so I thought it was best to just forget about it.
Is O3 all right?
I think so.
Do not mistake me. I am glad to hear that she is getting her rest. But she only chooses to sleep of her own volition when she is feeling down.
Right.
I'll trust your judgment and leave her alone, if you believe that that would be best.
She really is leaving O3's well-being all to me. I didn't take it very seriously at first, but I'm starting to feel the weight of that responsibility.
I might be a little bit irresponsible. In ways that are not immediately clear to me. Is there anything else that you need of me?
No. How was everything today?
It was fine.
Her answers seem to get more vague and non-committal every time I ask. Is something on your mind?
There are always things on my mind.
I mean, aside from the usual stuff, you've seemed a little spacey lately.
I seem spacey.
Well, I mean, it's just...
I apologize.
Huh?
I did not mean to give you the impression that I was going to space anytime soon. I've looked into the feasibility of it, and it is far too prohibitively expensive. You're right, I mustn't be losing focus. I have been dilly-dallying much too often this week. I cannot afford such indecisiveness. Thank you for speaking so candidly. I will pull myself together and do what must be done.
Huh? I don't...
Take care, Lucy.
I try to stammer out something that will get her attention, but to no avail. She disappears into the basement door without even glancing back at me. She and O3 are driving me a little bit crazy lately. I can't keep up with either of them. A little help would be great. But whatever. Like I said before, it's Thursday. Tomorrow should be uneventful. And then I can rest my weary brain for the weekend. Just hang in there, Lucy. Yeah, hang in there.
Yeah, good luck with that, Lucy. Tips have been updated and data shard number 3 reassembled.
Wow.
Wow, so many shards. Q and Q and Q and Q and Q. Okay, so this is gonna. I see. We got the orange cursor here. This is O3 looking at something.
Yep.
All right, Canary Q&A number 26. Crazy dreams, new lore, and more. ENVTuber. 1,163,714 views on 10/10/2020X. Canary channel, 5.3 million subscribers.
I'm not giving Canary a voice. This is just O3 reading it.
Hi! Weekly Q&A number 26 is here. Remember to leave questions for the next week in the comments. Waving emoji. Cheap, cheap. 9,144 comments. Sort by top comments. HILVV_00 2 hours ago. Last time I was this early, canary birds were still real. Hanson and Sons floor polishing 1 hour ago. Hi, Canary. What is your favorite dipping sauce for eating worms? Thanks. Cheap, cheap. Bradley Graham, 2 hours ago. Canary, ask questions in the comments section and I'll answer. Also, Canary, won't answer my question. Frowny emoji. Edit. Wow, didn't expect so many likes. Thanks, everyone. Cheap, cheap girl 03. 2 hours ago.
03, what do you think her favorite animal is? What do you think it is? All the questions to ask.
Probably not a canary. She has to spend so much time pretending to be one.
Canary, what is your favorite animal? Question mark. Just another bearded guy productions, 49 minutes ago. Mike still clips when you yell, lol. DM me address, I'll send you a better one. Cheap Girl 03, 2 hours ago. Canary was your favorite animal? Trash Man, 2 hours ago. In before Cheap Girl. Cheap Girl 03, 2 hours ago. Trash Man, yeah right, troll. Cheap Girl 03, 2 hours ago. Canary was your favorite animal. Cheap Girl 03, 1 hour ago. Canary was your favorite animal.
Oh no.
03, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Someone has to stop her. Oh no, not only is she doing the whole projecting relationship that I can't remember the word for. Parasocial relationship. She's also being a troll and doesn't seem to know it.
Cheap Girl 03, 1 hour ago. Canary was your favorite animal. Carl's Cuts, 1 hour ago. Cheap Girl 03, still spamming, lol. Cheap Girl 03, 1 hour ago. Carl's Cuts, fuck off, Carl's. Cheap Girl 03, 1 hour ago. Canary, what's your favorite animal? Shredida, 28 minutes ago. Cheap Girl 03, gee, I wonder. Nenny Chin, 26 minutes ago. Shredida, just ignore spammers. Replying bumps them higher to the top. Shredida, 24 minutes ago. Nenny Chin, maybe then someone will actually start deleting her comments, lol. Cheap Girl 03, 23 minutes ago. Shredida, she hasn't answered it yet. Shredida, 16 minutes ago. Cheap Girl 03, maybe because he keeps spamming every video? Cheap Girl 03, 15 minutes ago. Shredida, I do not. Canary, what's your... Shredida, oops.
Oops. Oh no.
Canary, what's your favorite animal?
Oh no. 03, you can't do that. Someone has to stop her. All right, let's go.
I know I said today would be uneventful, but this is ridiculous. My alarm finally goes off at 4 p.m., marking the end of Friday. And along with it, the work week. It didn't really feel like I got much done, but I'm still relieved it's over.
All right, reading it. 01 has been waffling over spending a large sum of money over purchasing some equipment that would help get a future business off of the ground. And she's having trouble reconciling, they're like, I know that, because I'm sure she knows intellectually that spending that money will make them more stable in the long run if the business venture works out. And that just waiting and whittling away the windfall they had is not going to help sustain them in the long run. But also that means getting rid of a large chunk of money all at once, which is, when you're living paycheck to paycheck, that is a hard thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's my read on it anyway.
Do they have an EIN or SSNs or
Oh no. Don't. So we haven't gotten to tax season yet. We're in October right now. Just wait until April rolls around and we'll have a whole different arc, I'm sure. assuming this is America. Does Canada, this feels vaguely North American.
Feels like there's only so far one can get with the informal economy.
Yeah, before they...
That seems like a real problem with being, a robot that nobody knows exists.
Well, I'm sure 01 will find a way to make it happen.
With a wipe of my brow, I turn my eyes toward the basement's entrance, the door still closed. It stayed closed all day. It hasn't opened once. When I got here in the morning, 01 was already out, which isn't entirely unheard of, but lately she's been absent more and more often.
Or is she going to a job? Does 01 have a job and she's paying Lulu to mind the shop so there's someone here when she's gone?
Yesterday, her words were, "I will pull myself together and do what must be done," whatever that means. I assumed it meant she'd be here doing something, but apparently not. Unless there's some secret entrance to the basement that I don't know about. That wouldn't really surprise me, but I kinda doubt it.
No one ever expects the secret entrance to the basement.
That was Knox's third, wasn't it?
I think someone in our Discord showed us this little bit out of context. Yeah. Woo! Why are we invoking the rules of mystery fiction right now?
Because this is a fair mystery.
Oh no. Wait, is Spare Parts a fair play mystery? Has it been a fair play mystery this entire time? Oh god, no.
Regardless, it's clear I'm not going to see her today, and with everyone else asleep, I'd better just go home for the weekend. I can dig a little deeper on Monday after I've had some time to...
Boo!
Ah! O3 appears from behind me with a sudden shout and tackle. She throws her arms around my shoulders, putting way more weight onto me than I thought she even could.
Glump!
I nearly topple over on the spot, but she has the consideration to let her weight up quickly enough.
Glumped you again.
You did. You really startled me.
You did. You glumped me. That's
Fine.
nice.
You startle pretty easily, Lulu. You gotta be more aware of your surroundings.
Don't you get startled by 01 all the time?
That's different. She's a monster. Her very existence is unnatural. And just so we're clear, I'm not actually angry at her with this one. This is me memeing. If I was actually angry at her, I wouldn't use such hyperbolic language.
Anyway, good morning. Well, good afternoon, I guess.
I woke up just in time, right?
Yep, it just turned 4. I was about to head out since it seemed like you were going to keep resting.
Glad I caught you in time then. I'd be upset if I missed you before the weekend.
Hey, by the way, did 01 tell you anything about what she was doing today?
Tell me, she wouldn't dream of keeping me informed.
Right. Okay.
Why, is she missing?
Well, I don't know if I'd call her missing. She just hasn't been here all day.
That sounds pretty normal of her to me.
Maybe. I was just a little worried. She's been acting weird lately.
She seemed like the same old uptight 01 to me. Anyway, don't worry about her. I can confirm she is safe.
Really?
Yep, this is a secret, so don't tell no one I told you, alright?
You're just gonna keep telling me all your secrets, huh?
See, we've all got these, let's call them communication devices. They've got tracking chips in them, too.
Tracking chips?
Yep, you know, tiny little squares that track our positioning and power status. These chips automatically transfer signals to one another. If they were damaged or disabled, our bodies stopped working, it would automatically send a distress signal to the others. Metaphorically. And that hasn't happened, so I'm sure she's fine.
Is it that reliable?
Thank you, Lucy Faces.
And wait, why do you have...
Yep, trust me, even if someone managed to kidnap her without triggering the signal, she could send it out by herself just by thinking about it. If she were bound, gagged, and buried alive, whatever, I would know.
Wait, why are we establishing this now? Oh no, is this really going to become a fair play mystery? This is the kind of thing you take pains to establish if your people are about to start dying in mysterious ways. 01 dies, but she didn't trigger the distress signal, which meant that she thought she wasn't in danger until the very last moment. What does that mean? It means that she was killed by someone that she trusted. Who does she trust that we don't know about? Hold on. I've got tons of pages here. We can figure this out if we just think. Don't stop thinking. Never neglect the heart. You understand it.
Anyway, what? Sorry.
This sounds completely fake.
Well, it's real, I promise.
Then why doesn't any of this bring me any comfort whatsoever? I wasn't that worried until you said all that. If she has a tracking chip, can't you check where she is?
Oh, I wish. You only see the signals the others choose to send out. The only one who can see them without permission is 01 because, of course. See what I mean? The leash she has around my neck is on tight. There's nothing I could do about it.
I see. Still unconvinced, I sigh.
Anyway, I'm gonna rattle off some information you might find useful to know for no reason whatsoever. There is only one entrance to the basement. Despite everything you might think, there is only one entrance. It's the one you came in, and it's locked by one... It's locked by a master key that only 01 holds a copy of. There are no trapdoors, no hidden passageways, and, I don't know, what else do we gotta get out of the way here? Oh yeah, and all of us would instantly recognize each other on first glance without any error or misdirection. That's gonna be really important.
Come to think of it, I haven't read a Fair Play mystery with robots yet, and, like, I read Fair Play with zombies, but...
Yeah, you mentioned that one.
Yeah, robots, there's some good territory here. I think that...
Because the way the zombie one worked is... Because you described it... I haven't read it myself, so I don't know the twist, but you described it to me. And is that the zombies just work by predetermined rules. There are rules that they follow, and those rules can be used to, reliably to solve the mystery.
Indeed.
Anyway, enough. See, that's what you get for putting the phrase Knox's third in your visual novel. What did you expect to happen?
And you know her. Anyone tried to hurt her, she kicked their ass to a disgusting pulp. I'm sure she's busy with whatever the hell she's always busy with.
Alright, I haven't exactly seen her in a fight, but I'll take your word for it.
You should see her dragon punch. Get some good lift off that.
I should probably get going. Killy will be waiting for me after they finish work.
Sure you can. Are you meeting up after work?
Yeah, they're probably still finishing up, but within the next hour or so they'll be done.
Oh, whoa, yeah. Can I come?
Huh?
Can I come? Please, please, please.
I don't think I can say yes or no to that. It's not my decision.
Because it's 01's decision, right?
No, I just mean...
That's cool, I get it. You can't disobey her since you work for her. No sweat. She really want to see what a cafe is like. You know, in videos and comics and junk, so why don't you go out for real?
Right, I'd love to show you, but...
Like I said, no sweat. You shouldn't take me. But... if I were to suddenly escape on my own, wouldn't you chase after me? Just to make sure I'm safe.
Huh?
You know what I said about no trapdoors? I lied! This level of reasoning is possible for Unit 03. What do you think, everyone? Off I go!
What do you... Hey!
Why do I have to make noises when I run like this?
She sprints off past me faster than I've ever seen her move before. She's right, I don't have a choice. I have to follow her. In a panic, I shout, "Lights!" and hurry up the stairs after her. Unit 03 turns 03 degrees and walks away.
Is that a reference to something?
It's called the Xbox 360 because when you see one, you do turn 360 degrees and walk away. I don't know if it's that, but that's what it brings to mind immediately for me.
You leave the shop.
Well, why am I still narrating? Why am I narrating?
I don't know. We leave the shop quickly, or, well, 03 dashes out the front door and I try to catch it so that the bell doesn't ring too loudly.
Oh, yeah, oxen free.
She's stopped just outside, hands proudly on her hips as she surveys her options. She doesn't even know which direction to go.
I am the master of all I survey.
Hey, weren't you just talking about that tracking chip? 01's gonna know if you leave.
Yep, that's the point. I'm being disobedient and bratty on purpose. She won't pay attention to me, so I'll make her pay attention to me. What? I've learned that this is how these relationships are supposed to go. This is important and healthy, right?
She turns to the right, which just happens to be the correct way, and starts marching, whistling happily. She's very clearly enjoying this. I wish I could be as excited, but all I can think about is whether 01 will really be okay with my involvement in this. It's true that I don't think I could stop 03 no matter how hard I tried, but aren't I supposed to be taking care of her?
I don't know. There does seem to be some neglectfulness on 01's part where she seems to have kind of become very okay with the fact that you're willing to do the job of caretaker without that being your actual job. which is why you don't do more than what you're paid for. Because if you do that, then your bosses will get okay with the idea of normalizing that as part of your job. And then when you stop doing it, they'll be like, why aren't you doing your job? And you'll be like, that isn't my job. And they're like, it is now. And you're like, what? Well, you showed me you can do it, so now that's your job. Anyway, I promised we wouldn't make this just anti-capitalism hour again. The game has enough of that on its own. I don't think we need to add to the message here.
Haha! It's so nice out. The wind blowing at our backs tells us that we're clearly destined to be traveling in this direction on this day.
No, we need to turn here.
Oh.
She stops in the middle of the street, scurries back a few feet, and continues marching in the right direction. This keeps up for a little while longer until I reach for her shoulder to stop her. Here it is. This is where Killy works.
Whoa! What a cute place.
You think so?
Sure. What's it called again? Oh, up there. Elder Street Coffee.
Yeah, we're not actually on Elder Street, by the way. That's just where the first of this chain was.
I see. It's not like a minimum age requirement or something, right?
No, again, it's just the name of a street. And they used it to go with an elderberry motif, I guess.
Elderberries. The oldest berries in all the world.
Uh-huh. She presses her face up against the window, peering around inside. I step up next to her and peek inside too. There's only a couple people sitting at tables, mostly with empty cups, focusing on a laptop or a book.
Ooh, speaking of cafes, I finally went to that one you had mentioned a while back.
Yeah?
I don't know if you remember. I don't remember if you mentioned it on a soda. I feel like you did for some reason. But the new cafe that popped up in town, and the one that we tried to go to on the eclipse day, but obviously they were closed because of course they are. It was really nice. I like it. I like that there's another good cafe to go to around here, especially one within walking distance that has a really chill vibe. Yeah, that's it. Patronize your local cafes.
Indeed. It's a small place, but even so, it's strangely empty for a Friday afternoon. I make eye contact with Killy's coworker, Karina, who's leaning against the front counter. She gives me a weird smile as if to ask what we're doing, and I pull away.
Killy, your friends are being weird.
Can we go inside?
I mean, we've already come all this way.
Okay, let's go inside.
Shall I lead the way?
Yes, please.
See? Me adding the W's was totally in character.
I'm imagining they get in here, and this is just like... one's just been at the cafe working away on a laptop like, every day.
She buys a cup of coffee because she doesn't want to be rude, but then she refuses to drink it.
Yeah.
Because she can't. Am I wrong? That's exactly how O1 would do cafe stuff.
That or has a coffee and drinks it, but somehow is never shown putting it up to her lips. And it's just like, oh yeah, there's some sort of fluid sampling tool in her left index finger or whatever.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I like that idea even better now. Oh, anyway, what I'm saying is we need fan art of Unit 01 drinking coffee and, well, drinking coffee. Anyway, hit us. Take us away.
I enter through the front door, 03 closely following behind. She grabs at the back of my jacket as we step in, like she's gonna get swept away by a gust of wind or something.
Oh, hey, you were on the title screen.
Yeah.
And you haven't been voiced yet.
Hey, welcome. Hi, Lucy. How you doing?
Hey, Karina. Unfortunately, the person who greets us is Karina, Killy's most outspoken coworker. Since I come by frequently to head home with Killy or to grab a snack, I see a lot of her, and she always makes a point of engaging me in conversation. It's not like she's a bad person or anything, it's just she's a little much. I walk up to her at the counter, 03 clinging to me from behind. I guess this is her first time outside and speaking to someone new. It's only natural she'd be shy. Karina is not going to be an easy tutorial, so I'll try to shield her from the worst of it.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, that was Lucy.
Hey,
Sorry.
how's it going?
Oh, fine. You here for Killy? They're in the back counting stock right now. They should be done any minute.
Counting stock? Isn't that the manager's job?
Sure is, but the boss man called out sick today, so Killy's doing it instead.
I feel like this always happens.
It does. Want me to call him out here? Bet they could use a break.
No, that's okay. I'm sure they'd rather me not distract them.
Think so? Maybe that's why they get all prickly when I chat them up.
Yeah, maybe that's it. So it's been an okay day today. It doesn't seem too busy.
Well, yeah, it's been great. Just another day in paradise, you know?
That sounds like sarcasm.
I mean, like I said, freaking manager called out today. Can you believe that shit? Pretty slow for a Friday, so it's fine, but it's still bullshit.
That's a good face.
That is a good face. Oh, man.
But like, whatever. Killy and I got this place on lockdown. Nothing gets past us when we're working together.
Right.
That's a funny difference from the places I've worked, because as soon as you get to management, you can't call out anymore. If you want to call out, that means someone else has to go in and do that. Or if you're calling out, that means someone of the other managers is staying late or coming in to cover you. If you're sick, you show up and you stay in the office and vomit into a box until someone else comes in to relieve you.
I am so glad that my current workplace is not like that.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
the first time working somewhere that is not like that in my entire life.
I get that.
And it was just like, why doesn't the rest of the world work like this? People can just go be sick when they need to, and that's okay.
Right.
Stuff will wait an extra week, and it'll still be there when you get back.
I've definitely done that thing in the mornings where I go in where I'm like, definitely should not be here, but also if I'm not here, then it's my job. I have to be here. And it's like, I'm gonna open up the store for all y'all and do all that stuff, and then I'm gonna sit up in the office with the door closed and a fan pointed directly at my head and just vomit into a cup if you need me.
Of course, I only got here an hour ago, but I feel like we accomplished a lot together in that short while. With me bravely manning the front counter and Killy hiding in the back doing all the work for me. That's the beauty of teamwork, baby.
Uh-huh.
Is your friend here?
They finally stop ranting and call attention to 03, who's still hiding behind me. She peeks around me at Karina like a toddler. Oh, this is my coworker.
Oh.
Hiya, name's Karina. What's yours?
My name?
She hesitates and looks up to me for help. This is another thing I've noticed. She doesn't seem really fond of her name, which I can obviously relate to. She probably doesn't want to introduce herself with it. But what does she want me to do? Well, she's, Owen. Her name's Owen.
You and I are gonna have a chat about names in a moment.
Everybody is named Owen now.
Oh wait, no, because you've already established that your boss is named Owen, and if Killy comes out here and asks, you've created an untangleable web of lies.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sick, nice to meet ya.
Sure, you too.
Want something to drink while you're here?
Maybe just some water if that's okay.
Not gonna pay the toll today, huh?
Isn't that the roommate privilege?
Sure. Just don't say that too loudly or my roommate's gonna start abusing that power.
Don't you live alone? She hops a couple feet to her left to get a cup of water ready.
But you're still tipping, right?
Sure. 20% to 0. You got it.
See what this girl puts me through? No respect, I swear.
Yeah.
She's always messing with me. It's not exactly the way I like to interact with people, but I guess she's been training me to deal with her better. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
It's also rough because even if because I get not being totally great around people with that kind of personality who are very exuberant and outgoing like that, and kind of a little bit pushing your buttons at all points in time, but not in a way where they mean to be mean or aggressive about it. But it's harder to deal with when they are at work.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a level of, she has to have this level of enthusiasm because that's part of her job. Right? And it's like, So, I mean, If someone's behind the counter and you don't like how they're talking to you, actually you do. And you'll just quietly tip them 20% and go home.
I had the funniest experience like that in an airport lately.
Oh, tell me about this.
Where there was someone who I was trying to get a coffee, and the lady was like on her phone at the same time as running the register, and like super short and snippy with people, and everybody in line was all pissed off. And I just was like, well, I'm gonna guess she's probably having the worst day.
Yeah.
Probably there's a reason that it's like this. So I just tried to, unlike everybody else, be extremely reasonable and sweet and tip well. And immediately it was just like normal and not snippy. And it was just like, oh, I bet nobody else in line tipped you anything, and everybody has been demanding stuff immediately and sitting there tapping their feet.
Yep. Oh, man.
I'm glad I was able to be at least one non-shit customer in your afternoon.
Right? Oh, man. That's all you got to do. Remember, when you're interacting with service workers, be nice, tip well. They are in a really compromising position in terms of how they can interact with you. And if you take advantage of that, you're a terrible person. I'm pretty sure Dante wrote about that. What Circle of the Inferno is that?
I don't know. I haven't played Devil May Cry. While her attention moves elsewhere, 03 pulls away from me to peer into the glass case of pastries. Her mouth hangs open a little bit.
Whoa, what's all this?
Huh? Oh, you want a pastry?
Pastries, and that's what these are. They're also fluffy and soft. How cute.
Aren't they? Killy made them.
They're a real pro baker. Makes a normal, talentless girl like me feel pretty worthless, honestly.
So your roommate made these. They'd say they could cook, but I've never seen food so adorable.
Yep, they're really good at this kind of thing.
Hey, Killer, you got a fan?
Oh, no, and now Killy is going to be here. And suddenly everything...
Karina suddenly calls back to the kitchen just as Killy comes walking into the front.
Yo, what? Oh, hi, Lizzie. Sorry, I'm almost done here.
It's okay. I'm not in any rush.
Oh, you're Killy.
Yeah, hey, what up?
These pastries are so cute. How'd you make these?
Well, yeah, I baked them.
They look toward me a little confused.
Friend of yours?
Yeah, through the shop. She's, 03 glares at me, saying, "Don't you dare call me Owen again," with her eyes as clear as day. It's okay, I learned my lesson. No more fake names. Yep, a friend.
Cool. I'm gonna go finish up. Sit tight a couple minutes.
Yep, no problem. They step back into the kitchen. Karina gives 03 a suggestive look.
So, do you know...
Karina! Oh, no.
I want one.
That's unexpected. She's been grossed out by food the whole time I've known her. Maybe she just likes sweets? But she didn't know what a pastry was until just now, apparently. Such a weird girl.
Hell yeah, kid, which one?
I'm a grown woman, asshole.
Oh!
Anyway, let's see. What about this one? What's this one?
Strawberry croissant, huh? That's a fine choice.
Let's go with that then.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Karina reaches into the case with a piece of wax paper, gently wrapping it up and setting it on the counter before hitting a couple keys on the register.
All right, that'll be $4.
Oh, hey, Lulu.
Yeah, one sec. I dig around in my pocket for my debit card, which Karina swipes away with no hesitation.
Tip.
Thanks, Lulu.
Yeah, sure thing. I didn't have much choice, but it's not like I mind doing it for her. I'm still just a little anxious about money, as I'll always be.
I feel like if you've ever lived that, you don't ever lose that sense of anxiety about losing, about financial security and losing money and stuff.
Yep.
I can't understand rich people.
Karina slides the receipt and a pen over to me. She stares directly at my hand as I hunch over to sign and fill out the tip line. Guess my shit-talking came back to haunt me. Fine, here's your 20%.
Thank you.
She snatches the paper and pen with a proud huff. Guess it's my loss today.
It's my complete victory.
As she turns away to slip the receipt into her booklet, Killy appears again, this time with their bag and usual clothes. They click their fingers on a screen behind the counter.
Hey, I'm all done. Need anything else before I go?
Want to close for me tonight?
They click a couple more times, and a slip of paper comes out of the receipt printer.
See ya, Karina.
Aw, all right, bye-bye. See you all around.
We all ignore Karina as we head out the door. 03 still admiring her pastry.
Oh, you told me we don't get a CG of 03 lovingly holding a pastry? So, what's up? We need to do anything before heading home?
They glance towards 03 without looking at her directly. I guess they don't really know why she's with me today, huh? It's not like I can really explain the situation. Well,
You'd probably be pushing my luck to us to come home with you, huh?
probably. Sorry, I should bring her back. Is it okay if you head home ahead of me?
You going back to your job?
Yeah.
I'll go with you then. We need to check out where you work anyway, so I can find it when I need to.
Oh, sure. The idea of Killy meeting 01 makes me a little nervous, but it should be fine, right? It's not that far from here, just a little bit up this way. The three of us start heading back to the shop. I lead the way, anxiety clouds swirling in my head.
So what has 01 brought home in the meantime?
I'm wondering if it's going to be the car from the car place.
And she wants to fix it up and resell it?
Yeah, that or wants a vehicle for mobility reasons for some other business idea, but it's like it was cued in the data shard, and it's like
Yep.
Look at these steps ahead of me to lead us back to the shop. My sense of direction is pretty good, so it's not like I need her to, but she's a sweet girl. I'm sure she feels responsible for me right now, so I'll play along and let her lead the way. I'll watch her from behind as she zips up her hoodie with a shiver, bunching up her shoulders. That's right. Feel the wind blow my hair into my face, and until that moment I'd forgotten that humans are more susceptible to the elements than us. Not that 50 degrees Fahrenheit's all that cold. We're just more sensitive to it than others. Is that Moe? 04 might be able to tell me.
Is that Moe? Also, 50F sounds wonderful.
yeah.
God damn, 50F sounds like a delight.
I mean, isn't that what it is now?
Yeah.
Like,
Not in here. God damn it. We can't keep heat when we need to, and we can't lose it when we can't lose heat when we need to either.
we don't want it to be 50 degrees indoors, probably.
No, but I don't want it to be this fucking sweltering. In April.
I held up the strawberry croissant thing Lucy bought for me and frowned. Pushed a lot on her, haven't I? Among her, she's probably lost in her thoughts, worrying about what 01 is gonna say, or thinking about how I'm gonna get into trouble for this or something. On top of that, she bought me this thing that I can't even fully appreciate. Sure tastes wonderful. Her pastries like these are sweet and buttery. Whatever that means. On top of that, it was made by Killy, who's apparently a genius at it. Almost forgotten.
Oh.
Walking right next to me the whole time. Compared to Lucy, they hide their presence pretty well. Strange I could even forget about them. We met like 3 humans at this point, so they're still kind of scary to me.
3 humans. Wait. 3 humans.
2 that we just met in the cafe, and Lucy, and that's it.
Right. Okay. Sorry, you activated mystery brain.
Although, come to think of it, it could well be that one of the people in the cafe, or Lucy, is not a human.
Oh, shoot. We don't know. Is there a tell? Okay, hold on. Should we be trusting the narration when it tells us that people are or not, are robots or humans or not? Oh, excellent. Put your thoughts in the comments.
That annoying girl... Oh.
Wow, my
I'm
voice
not-
changed for a second.
I'm
Holy
not
shit.
narrating anymore.
That annoying girl at the counter was over the line, but this one isn't intimidating or anything. I kind of like him. Hey, so you're Lucy's roommate, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
You, made this, right?
Yeah. Baked it this morning.
Really cute.
Thanks. Looks ain't the most important part, but I try to make him look nice anyway.
Most important part, huh?
Yeah, how it tastes. If I do that part right, then it's good enough.
Oh, it's not because it's cute. Sorry.
That's cool. Glad you like it. Sweets aren't really my thing, honestly. I don't eat much of them myself.
Huh, you don't?
Nope. I'm gonna taste them to make sure they turned out right, but that's about it.
See. Interesting.
Uh,
Why do you make sweets in particular, then?
took a baking class in high school. Guess I was good at it, because people kept complimenting me, asking them to make them stuff, and I never was all that excited about it, but other people liked them, so I didn't mind too much. They got me this job, so hey, it all worked out, I guess.
See.
Maybe you already know, but my name's Killy, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, too. Swear they're gonna ask my name, right? They offered theirs, so I should offer mine back, right? I turn away from them. Feeling the silence go on way too long, they're definitely gonna ask me if I don't just say it. There's no way in hell I'm letting Lucy say Owen again. Bless her dumbass heart. You aren't asking. They're not even looking at me anymore. I think the conversation just ended with that. Is that okay? Are they mad? I'm the one who wasn't answering back. Can't read them at all.
Here we are. Oh no.
Lucy stops walking and talks back to the two of us. We get back to the shop. Well, it's time to face the music.
I stop right outside the front door to spare parts and I freeze. The lights are on inside. I definitely turned them off before we left. It doesn't seem likely that O2 or O4 would come upstairs based on what I know about them, so that means O1 is back, doesn't it? I should feel relieved if she's really okay, but I'm nervous. My heart is racing. Shame is washing over me.
But we don't know that for sure because it's been established already in the text. It's been foreshadowed that even when she yells really loudly, the lights don't necessarily go off. We did see her yell lights before she left, but it could be the case that she yelled lights and the lights still didn't turn off, as has been established.
Mystery
I'm sorry,
brain
I'll stop
activated.
doing this now. I'll
It's
stop
so
it.
funny.
I'm glad someone finds it funny.
I'd really love to drop off O3 and run away, but I can't do that.
Well, here we are. What you waiting for, Lulu?
Ah, well... She slips ahead of me before I can explain why I'm suddenly feeling nervous, which means I can't put it off any longer. With a huge gulp, I follow her inside. Killy comes in behind me.
We're home.
O3, on the other hand, is completely unashamed. At least that's how it starts, until she actually sees who's inside.
Oh, you're home. You can go back, O2. I appreciate your help.
Yeah, see you.
What was that about?
What was what about?
She, whatever, we're home.
Yes, that has been established. Welcome home.
Her flat tone could mean absolutely anything. She walks towards us a few steps, glancing briefly at Killy before turning back to O3.
Meanwhile, in O1's head, do 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 do. Where did you go?
Ow!
Yes, I heard as much. Out where?
Just out. Who knows where he went, right? Could have been anywhere.
Who is this?
Huh?
She turns back to Killy. Wait, isn't she going to ask more about where we went? About what happened? Oh, this is my roommate, Killy.
Hey. Hey. This store is currently closed, so please don't loiter longer than necessary. Wasn't planning on it.
Hey, but aren't you curious where it went? I didn't mention it at all, so but it was pretty surprising when you found me gone, wasn't it?
We can talk about it later.
Huh?
I have something I need to get back to. Please head downstairs. I will meet you there in a little while.
Fine, whatever.
With a huff, and without saying bye to either of us, 03 storms down into the basement, slamming the door. You aren't upset about it? No response. What does that mean?
I saw the area you cleaned today, Lucy. You did a good job. Thank you for your continued hard work.
Right, no problem. This is weird. She's acting really weird, even more than usual. I should ask what's going on. I keep missing my chance to check in on her.
I'm going to return to my business. I'm sorry for not greeting you this morning. I will see you again tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. Can I talk to you for a bit?
I suppose so. Please make it quick, though.
I'll start heading back.
Right, I'll be home in a bit. They wave to me and head outside.
What is the matter?
Let's see. I have no idea how I'm supposed to bring this up. She doesn't seem to want to chit-chat, so I should probably be honest and get straight to the point. Are you doing okay recently?
What? I am the same as normal. Why are you asking me this all of a sudden? Who put you up to this? What do you know? Who have you been talking to?
Well, it just felt like your mind's been somewhere else lately.
What are you suggesting?
Nothing. I don't mean anything by that. I'm just... You disappeared today, so I wasn't sure what you were up to.
I have been here all day.
Really? Where were you? I was kind of worried.
I am sorry. Would you like me to text you status updates whenever I am away?
That's not what I mean. You were acting a little weird the other day, too. And we still haven't come up with anything for the store, so I wanted to make sure that you weren't...
That I wasn't wasting my time?
That look she gives me is severe. Everything I wanted to say came out completely wrong, but I can't correct myself when she's glaring at me like that.
You have any ideas? I would love to hear them. Otherwise, there's much else for me to be doing. I will be off then.
Right. Sorry. Good luck with those other things.
Thank you.
Without another word, she turns around and heads downstairs. Once she's gone, I let out a huge sigh. That was terrible. The worst it could have gone, probably. I head outside, my head swirling. Outside, Killy is standing there, leaning against the building. They stand up straight and turn to me when I exit. I thought you were going to head back.
That your boss?
Yeah, it was.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear any of that?
Didn't hear nothing.
You definitely did. Please don't think poorly of her. She's under a lot of stress and...
I didn't say anything, nor did I hear anything.
You think she's an asshole, don't you?
I think everyone is an asshole.
The two of us start heading back to our apartment.
Are you okay, though? Not that I overheard anything, but you seem stressed out.
It's nothing. I just misspoke. I thought I could get her to confide in me, but it didn't work at all. So now she's upset with me.
Maybe she was just in a bad mood. Hopefully she'll forget about it. Anyway, your coworker seems nice at least. I'm kind of jealous you get a sweet girl like her when I'm stuck with Karina.
She's very sweet, but that's not very nice to Karina.
Come on.
What?
You hate her too.
I do not. I don't hate anyone.
It's okay, Lucy. You're allowed. You have my blessing.
Come on, it's not like that. But now that I think about it, she never gave me that water.
See? Totally justified. I'll have her fired. I've been looking for an excuse. I can only assume they mean that as a joke.
We continue walking, chatting like normal, despite the worries going through my head. Killy's really good at that sort of thing. Whenever I'm stressed out, they know how to settle me down.
All right, so I know you've had a rough day, but hear me out. I've got a couch full of pillows, a stuffed shark, a warm, hot drink, homemade, and about 6 hours of British comedies for you to watch.
I'm really lucky to have them. I don't know where I'd be otherwise. 6 hours. Wow. That's like, what, 3 whole seasons?
No.
I kick my legs irritatedly against the desk while I wait for O1 to come downstairs. My back plugged into the usual machine. She said, we'll talk about this later. But what she really meant was, I need to run some diagnostics on you. I knew that immediately. So I'm already undressed, waiting for her to come down so I can get this over with. Otherwise, I honestly have no idea what to expect. She's supposed to yell at me and make a huge deal about me going out without her permission. Get pissed and ground me or whatever. Maybe she held it in because Killy was there. That must be it. Well, whatever. Nothing bad happened, just like I knew it wouldn't. She'll open me up, take a look at me, confirm that no damage was done, and it's totally safe for me to go outside on my own, at the very least with Lucy, I guess. And then with evidence on my side, she'll have no choice but to give up on these stupid, pointless, bullshit restrictions. It'll be my complete victory. Still, she pisses me off. Can't she at least get mad when I want her to? When the world is taking her so long?
Oh no! Censor bar that.
Censor bar.
Oh my god, I didn't realize there was full nudity in this game. Oh gracious, hide your children.
Sigh.
What?
Ah!
What is it?
She always does that, just appears out of nowhere. Think all that metal would make her steps a little heavier, but no. Oh, nothing. You were just taking a while.
Lucy wanted to talk.
What about?
Unimportant. I see that you've already prepared for your checkup.
Yep. Might as well get it over with, right? Sooner I can get to charging tonight, more juice I'll have for tomorrow.
Right. We'll see.
Can't you even show me a little bit of optimism? Pissing me off. The huff, I turn around on the table, lay myself flat with my arms at my side.
Will you be staying awake this time?
Is that a problem?
No. Just tell me if you feel any discomfort. I'm going to turn off your motor systems.
Get it over with, then. She tapped the screen on my chest a handful of times. It's important that I don't move when she's digging around in my machinery. Lots of sensitive wires and whatever. Trying to tune out what she's doing, but she makes eye contact with me just before shutting down my motor system. And once she clicks that final switch, my body and face stop moving. Trapped in that moment when we locked eyes, both our expressions blank. She stares down at me as if to confirm that I can no longer move at all. Even though I look away, my eyes appear to look straight back at her. I don't mind not being able to move my body. In some ways, it's kind of nice to let all inclinations to controlling this thing to bed and just relax. But being unable to move my face is another matter entirely. My eyes don't move when I look around. My mouth can't flap open when I talk. Can't even wiggle my eyebrows. I can't see myself like this, but I can feel the expression I'm stuck making, and it's just empty. Smiling like a doll on a toy shelf.
I am going to begin the disassembly.
Naturally, I can still talk and look around like normal. All those functions are handled internally, and don't actually have anything to do with my face moving around and imitating the way speech and sight normally work. All for show. It's only at times like these that I remember just how disconnected my face is from my heart. Gently, she places her hand on my neck and clicks open a couple of latches. Lifts my head hardly an inch off the table and rests it down higher up. And though she's detached my head, I can still feel her hands as she adjusts the position of my torso. Kinda strange. I don't know why I was made so I could feel touch wirelessly like this. It's another of the things I can't turn off by myself, so as long as I'm awake, I can feel anything that happens to the rest of my parts. Even if they're displaced from me. This will be important later. Sometimes I have these weird fantasies about all the things I'd feel if every part of me was stripped away and spread all across the world. Touches a finger onto my screen, scrolling through the files she has permission to read.
So, where did you go today?
She surprised me with a question. She's usually silent during these. Taking a moment to realize what she's talking about, but no point being cagey about it at this point. Oh, you know Lulu's roommate, Killy? I work at a cafe a few blocks away, Elder Street. Wanted to see what it was like, so I went out. Lucy followed after to watch over me.
And how was it?
It's pretty cool. Bunch of people there, even though they said they weren't that busy. Still felt kind of chill somehow. Still a bunch of caffeine, so I was expecting all the customers to be wired up and bouncing all over the place, but it was nothing like that. Some of them were doing work on laptops, so I wonder if that's how they're getting their energy out.
That makes some sense, I suppose.
But they don't just sell coffee. Killy bakes pastries to sell too.
Is that what this is?
She just received the croissant I bought. That Lucy bought for me. I set it on a table when I came down. Yeah, that's it.
You can't eat that.
I know that, obviously. I just think it's cute.
I see. So long as you are careful not to let it attract bugs or rodents, I suppose that is fine.
Huh. Well, thank you for permission, Master. After a few minutes, she finally exits out of my screen and puts it to sleep. Thankfully. Picks up the rest of my body and sets it down on the side. Can't see it. You're like this, all I can see is the blinding light above me and the silhouette of her head moving around. Like a ghost who can't even watch her own corpse. How pathetic. After observing something for a moment, she flips me onto my stomach, puts up a compartment in my lower back, right below the main ports. That's where my battery's housed. My biggest weakness is that stupid thing. I hate it. Doesn't hold a charge for any time at all. On top of that, it takes forever to charge back to full. Well, it's not the battery's fault. We've tried replacing it a couple of times, and the result was always the same. So it's a problem with something else in me, but it doesn't seem like O1's been able to figure out the deal just yet. It's so frustrating.
How are you feeling?
A little tired, I guess. I was just bored, though. How much longer?
It will still be a while.
Being careful not to detach it and shut me off. She lifts the battery out of my back and peers inside of me. Whatever she's thinking of what she sees, I can't see her expression. Not that I'd even be able to tell if I saw it. All I can see is a small shake of her head as she sets the battery back inside and closes me up. I flip back around and it's clear she isn't going to remark on anything she's seeing, so as always, I'm forced to ask directly. What's the prognosis, Doc? Nothing. No response. Typical.
I am finished with my checkup. Would it be alright with you if I performed some basic maintenance while I already have you here?
Sure, fine, I suppose. Gotta do it eventually anyway.
I can shut you down for this part if you would prefer.
She always asks if I want to be shut down, probably so I'll stop asking questions she doesn't want to answer.
Or because she thinks that she's annoying you and wants to be courteous. They're talking past one another and it's like,
Really pretty annoying for a brat like me to pester her while she's working, huh? Screw that! It's the only way I know anything about my body's problems. That's totally my right to know. Frustrating. Oh, just get on with it, please.
All right.
She gets back to work at detaching my limbs from my torso, meticulously laying each part out as she pulls more and more pieces apart from each other, peeling my synthetic skin cover off and setting it to the side so she can look more closely at my frame, my skeleton. Maintenance sessions aren't really a huge issue. She does them once a week on each of us, and frankly, she could probably stand to do it a little less often. It's really simple things like greasing our joints up, removing dust from our cooling units. Pretty superficial stuff. Guess I can understand doing it monthly, but she insists on checking them constantly. She'd probably do it every day if she wasn't busy with a million other things. Some amount of time passes, I don't really keep track of how long, in complete silence, until my irritation finally gets the better of me. So, you gonna chew me out or not?
For what?
Leaving without your permission to some random place that might have been dangerous.
I am not angry.
Really? I thought you'd be mega pissed.
Then why did you do it? You were with Lucy, and you didn't go very far. I'd rather you have informed me, but I am not upset that you did it.
Huh. So, like, does that mean it's cool if I go back sometime?
I did not say that.
Okay, then say it. It's fine, right? If there wasn't anything dangerous there, then I'm totally unharmed. Are you fucking serious? Nothing bad happened. I didn't get hurt, or feel more tired than usual, or anything. It was a totally normal, harmless trip.
This isn't up for debate. When we discussed the terms of your freedom from the lab, you agreed that if I found anything to be dangerous to you, you would not argue. I allowed you to try something new. And after checking you, I am telling you that I cannot allow you to go there again.
It's because someone might find out? I'm not gonna let our secret slip so casually.
That is not it.
Well, then what is it? Tell me and I'll be extra careful about it.
Please listen to me, 03.
I'd love to, if you actually told me anything. You just sling the word dangerous around, but what does that even mean? What's dangerous about a cafe? Did I just have too much fun for you? It was a bad idea to bring this up while she's in the middle of working on me. So pissed off I want to storm out of this place right now, but I'm trapped until she finishes. Just where did she get off with this? Goes back to working on me as if everything was normal, but I can't even stand to look at her empty expression right now. I'm done with this. I'm shutting off.
All right. I will put you back in your pod when I am done.
Thanks. Bye. Before she responds, I close my eyes and shut myself down. Whatever face she makes, I'll never see it.
So I wonder if something really did happen that's not immediately obvious.
Probably so.
Because as a bit controlling as 01 can be, I do believe in her reasoning.
Yep.
But I want, because it seemed like she was about to be like, hey, please pay attention to me when I say this. Like she was about to share something, but then that never got finished. Oh, here we go. Innards. An early afternoon. The sky overcast and dreary, but with no imminent threat of rain or thunder. And once again, Unit 01 is out here at the street corner.
Have you discovered anything of value, miss?
Oh, is this Violet narrating this?
I don't know. She continues to rummage through the innards of this broken machine, sticking her arms deep into its guts and rifling around. Seemingly one-minded in her focus, she pays no mind to her surroundings, aside from the potential for someone to come up behind her and force her to stop. But she persists, searching her hands around for what pieces remain, and pulling them out one by one to confirm their state. It's as the man said. Aside from the engine, which is at least whole, if not functional, there is very little remaining inside the shell of this car. Perhaps, she thinks to herself, it has already been ransacked and had many of its components taken away for other uses.
01, turning to the noble job of stealing catalytic converters.
Images of parts return to her mind, of the shop's shelves full of equipment of various sorts, hands designated by herself as surplus, only that which she would not use, or was in a state of disrepair, not worth restoring herself. And all of it now gone. It's not as if it was a mistake. The trade-off was an easy choice, and one that she had agreed to long before the sale took place. If she were the one in the lobby that day, rather than Lucy, would she have so easily let go of all their merchandise? What, she wonders, did that man have in mind? Did he truly have some purpose in taking all that equipment with him? A purpose that was worth such a large amount of money? Surely he must have, but... Still, it does not sit right with her. It's nagged at the back of her mind ever since. After quite some time, she removes herself from the interior of the car and rubs her brow in exhaustion. Miss Unit 01.
Yes, Violet?
Have you discovered anything of value?
I am not sure. It is certainly in a sorry state. I can only imagine what happened to it.
May I ask a question?
Go ahead.
For what purpose have you returned here? If I may. You are aware of our time limit, are you not?
I am.
I question the value of these excursions, long as they are. Is there some benefit I am not aware of?
No, you are not wrong. Ultimately, it does not bring us any closer to sustainability.
You are aware of this, then?
I am.
And yet you continue.
I do.
I see.
I apologize.
I only wish to check for a few more pieces.
As you say, miss.
Interesting. So O1 has been going around. Is it just that one car that she's been rummaging through repeated? I don't think she could rummage through the same car repeatedly for days on end, but is she finding disused cars and trying to find scrap that's still workable?
Maybe.
Interesting. Oh my god, there's so much. I just put together how much fragmented data there is versus how many. That means we have 16 chapters or so? I told you this is going to be a long series, everyone. Good golly, Miss Molly. Anyway, we'll see you all next time. Make sure to write down all of the important things we now know for this definitely a fair play mystery.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.